right. Just waiting for it to come on. It's gonna come on in a minute. Now it's buffering, but just give it a minute. Just give it a minute. Came back home on time, so I'm happy about that. So I see a lot of people voted for Nigel, so hey man, shout out to Kyle, man, but I think Nigel got it, man.
Kenny Omega the champ. And you can catch all the action on pay-per-view on HBO Max this Sunday as we return to Wembley Stadium in just 4 days' time. And right now, what a way to kick off our broadcast by hearing from the challenger.
There goes Will. Let's go. Scotland, turn up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament, the Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay!
The most pivotal match of this man's life is just 4 days away, Tony.
And I think he's ready. I think you can look at him and see that he is ready. Forget about any injury, any neck injury. Forget about his time with the Death Riders. Will Ospreay is ready to step on the big stage.
Oi! Oi, you ain't Glasgow, what you saying? How are we? Lads.
Let him say it.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been a year since we last talked. I was going in for surgery. A year has gone by, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, a lot of doubt. I doubted if I could ever get back to this position after the surgery. And then if I ever came back, could I win the big one? People keep asking me what is it like to be the British wrestler fighting for the most important championship in the world of professional wrestling. And to understand that, you need to understand what it's like to be a British wrestler. See, long before AEW and long before New Japan Pro Wrestling, this is where I started in this country, up and down, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. I made the flipping towns, bruv. And then you throw yourself on this ring, beams and boards from Friday to Sunday. You look at your wage packet, and it weren't even enough to pay your rent. So what do? I get up Monday morning, 6 a.m, and I take myself to work on building sites. And I done that every single day, bruv. I grafted for this, mate. All to fly the flag for the UK. All to represent every single fan that's seen me from the top of the country all the way to the bottom. All to show people that the UK truly is where the best wrestle. And a lot of people would have hated it. Me, I loved it. I loved being in the foxhole with boys and girls that were following the same dream that I wanted. I love learning from the icons of British wrestling, like Doug Williams, Greg Burridge, Mark Haskins, Jody Fleisch. I love paying tribute to the ones that aren't here anymore. Guys like Chris Travis, Ryan Smile, Mad Kurt, and Scotland's own Lionheart. All in the name to find out if I really am the best. And being honest, when you mention the best in the world, it's really hard to look past our AEW World Champion Kenny Omega. Now fair. Now, Kenny Omega is not here tonight. But that's fine, I know you're watching at home. I want you to know something. There isn't a man alive that respects you more than me. Up and down, you have done matches all across the world, your accomplishments, your accolades. There is no one that has been better as a wrestler in this decade than Kenny Omega, and I'm fine with saying that. But all that respect went out the window the moment that you mentioned my son. Needs a new hero after I lose to you. That ain't gonna happen. Because I've got some promises that I've got to make to you and every single person watching. Promise being this Sunday, you're getting the Billy Goat for sure. Sunday, I'm gonna give you the match of your life, bruv. Sunday, that stadium is gonna be left with memories of a lifetime. And my promise that I'll make to you right now is you don't want a man that's looking after a boy. There. Oh, I'm fired up now, Scotland. Let's go. There is a debt that needs to be paid, mate. There is a debt that needs to be paid, and it's been waiting for far too long. There is a debt from the ones that saw me from the start, from the ones that are here right now, to my mum, to my dad, to my wife, and my boy. It is time to bring it home. And you, Kenny, are gonna help me show my boy that heroes are just ordinary people that can do extraordinary things. This Sunday, I am taking it all. Here we.
Will Ospreay riding a wave of momentum into Wembley Stadium in 4 days' time for the World Championship clash with Kenny Omega. Less than 4 days away, Will Ospreay challenges Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship, potentially the highest stakes matchup of either man's career. But kicking off the action tonight will be a semifinal bout in the Continental Challenge Cup. Who moves on to Wembley? Claudio Castagnoli or Jon Moxley?
Your opening contest is a semi-final match in the AEW Continental Challenge Cup set for one fall. Introducing first from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion, Jon Moxley!
As is the case with all Continental Challenge Cup matches, there is absolutely no time limit. Everyone is banned from ringside. There must be a winner. 4 men remain in the tournament, Tony, but only 2 spots at Wembley Stadium, all in London this Sunday.
And of course, the winner will win the first ever Continental Cup and will become the Continental Champion that Jon Moxley holds right now. That all in tonight against Claudio Castagnoli. What a challenge, if I can use that term. What a challenge this is for Jon Moxley to retain.
Jon Moxley's Continental Championship has effectively been frozen throughout this tournament. If Moxley loses tonight, that guarantees that we will have a new champion on Sunday. And of course, still to come tonight, the other semifinal match, Nigel McGuinness taking on the Violent Artist, Kyle O'Reilly. A spot in the finals on the line in both contests coming up tonight in Glasgow. And Tony, Jon Moxley, bit of apprehension as he hopped over the barricade. I think back to the last time he and Claudio Castagnoli shared the ring last year in the Continental Classic. It was Claudio Castagnoli that walked away with the win and the 3 points in that match.
Yeah, with a big uppercut forearm, or if you will, the European uppercut. Claudio walked away. And let's see what he can do tonight. You know what? One thing about this match of this caliber, and intimidation's such a big part of Jon Moxley and of Claudio, neither man will be intimidated tonight. Look at Jon Moxley. Well, he knows what's ahead of him. Big, deep breath. And here we go.
And his opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing 252 pounds, Claudio Castagnoli.
This past Saturday, Claudio Castagnoli had to go through fellow Death Rider Daniel Garcia. We'll touch more upon that in a moment, but right now, let's head to ringside and Renee Paquette for this update.
It was impossible to get a word with either one of these men today, but I kept it within the Death Riders. Spoke with Danny Garcia. He said Claudio gave me one of the biggest beatings of my life last week, but I've had some of the craziest wars with Jon Moxley since I joined AEW. I think we all know who's gonna win. Well, whoever does win will be heading in to All In Wembley Stadium this Sunday, the finals of the Continental Cup.
Thank you very much for that one, Renee. And Tony, I mentioned the last time these 2 men shared the ring, it was Claudio Castagnoli that got the win, that got the 3 points. But in the Continental Classic last year, it was Jon Moxley that would go on to win the tournament despite the setback to Claudio Castagnoli.
Well, of course, that's what makes the Continental Classic so unique, the round-robin competition. But in this Continental Cup, this was blind draws, and after we found out the 4 men who would be in the semifinals, Tony Khan made another draw, and he came up with members of the Death Riders going one-on-one. And there's no doubt for tonight the Death Riders ride separate roads.
And Tony, the interesting thing about the Continental Challenge Cup, the blind draw, is the only match that we will know with certainty in the entire tournament is the biggest one. And by the end of the night, we will know whether it's Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Kyle O'Reilly, and Nigel McGuinness in the finals.
Great storylines for both. Great. And look at Jon Moxley. Just, I don't know. That look of his, you try to read Jon Moxley. It's very tough, but it seems like he's, well, I know he's always ready for every match. Maybe more so in this one.
Slow start to this one. Both men feeling one another out. Moxley, we're going to interlace the fingers with the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Claudio Castagnoli going to have early pinfall attempt by Castagnoli. Castagnoli is going to have a strength advantage on Jon Moxley no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're just seeing it. One. Hell, Claudio's so strong, he can win this thing right now. And remember, like you said, Excalibur, there is no time limit. They'll fight as long as it takes to get a winner.
Castagnoli forcing Moxley to carry his weight. Shrugged the shoulder, broke the pinfall attempt. Daniel Garcia was Claudio Castagnoli's quarterfinal round opponent this past Saturday at Collision. Garcia won a play-in match on Friday night's Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view after Eddie Kingston was medically disqualified from the tournament. We wish Eddie the best in his recovery. But that opportunity was taken by Daniel Garcia. Castagnoli, though, came up with a victory. Likewise, John Moxley 1 week ago defeated Switchblade Jay White in the quarterfinals to earn his spot in the semis tonight.
Well, there have been great matches all through this tournament. And this, of course, has been the great complement to the winter tournament that we have, the Continental Classic, which is, we mentioned earlier, round robin tournament. Got to say, this is a great crowd here tonight in Glasgow. And by the way, tickets have been going at a rapid pace for Wembley for Sunday. And
don't wait till Sunday. Get your tickets now, exactly. AEWTIX.com for your chance to join us for the biggest event on AEW's calendar all year, all in London, just 4 days away.
And we understand internet pay-per-view buys have been picking up.
Oh, Claudio takes Moxley down. Now looking for the pinfall again. And Moxley fires that left shoulder up.
And what do you do against Claudio on the mat? He is so prolific. When he's standing up, you can't really out-chop him, out-hit him.
Tony, the interesting thing about this match is the Death Riders, we know, train together so extensively as Moxley, the Latigo, into a pinfall attempt that it's got to be tough for Moxley and Claudio to pull out any surprises, anything that the other hasn't seen in training.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Oh boy, John Moxley goes down. Obviously, these and the story with Will Ospreay proved that members of the Death Riders work together, work out together, train together. Look at this. Oh, Moxley,
yeah, double leg takedown, and now figure four leg lock attempted on the outside, trying to go after the vertical base of the tall Swiss Death Rider, Claudio Castagnoli. Castagnoli trying to alleviate some of the pressure. Of course, the match can't finish on the floor. The pinfall or submission must take place inside the ring as Claudio, a double leg of his own. And look at this. Into the barricade. Who will move on to the final for the Continental Challenge Cup? Stick with us as Dynamite continues from Glasgow.
Frankly, it bugged us that only large investors were getting the consistent bond fund performance that everyone deserves. So, Vanguard made institutional quality bond funds available to everyone, with experts scrutinizing thousands of bonds and implementing repeatable strategies to maximize returns. In fact, 90% of Vanguard's active bond funds outperformed their peers.
Let's get back to 95.
Vanguard, discipline that delivers.
Are you watching? Good. Because it's time. Whatever happens next, happens here.
These eyes are Angela's, Williams, Aaron's, and Daniel's. They work hard. They keep busy. Birding, baking, inking things that will last, well, forever.
These eyes have done so much for me.
Does I change?
They change.
They adjust.
And sometimes they need help seeing both near and far. At America's Best, there's a team for your eyes.
Doctors who listen.
Understand.
And no eyes just like mine.
So your changing eyes get the care they deserve.
America's Best. Every eye deserves better.
Good night, apartment. Good night, pots. Good night, pans. Good night, fancy espresso machine. Good night, keys to the sports car you spent years saving for. Good night, DSLR camera, vintage diving watch, and whatever that is. Apparently he knows. And good night, concerns about your stuff or anything that might happen to it. Because you bundled your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. The end. Oh, and good night, neighbor's dog. Good girl.
This is the challenge to all the guys who need to lose weight. Go on Row. Row makes losing weight with GLP-1 simpler. With the new GLP-1 pills, losing weight is more affordable than ever. Whether you prefer insurance, cash pay, injection, or pill, there's an option for everyone. I'm Charles Barkley, and I've lost 45 pounds in 7 months on Row. Don't be a dummy. Go on Row. That should be a great commercial.
Tell me who I am. Do I provoke you with my tone of
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite, coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland, a semifinal round match in the Continental Challenge Cup. The winner of this goes on to All in London this Sunday. Very close on the horizon, our return to Wembley Stadium and the finals of the Continental Challenge Cup.
Great night here in Glasgow. A capacity crowd on hand, and they are seeing a fight in John Moxley's left arm. Has been the subject of the attack by Claudio.
The intense interest of his fellow Death Rider, Claudio Castagnoli.
Oh, wow.
Uppercut rocks Moxley back into the corner. Moxley has not looked the same since he was launched into the barricade by Claudio Castagnoli just a few moments ago.
Now look at John. Oh, Claudio landed on his feet. Wow. Defiant, as always.
Moxley sends Claudio to the outside, and now he's on the mark. And now it's Claudio's turn to come up pushing his arm. I don't know if we'll be able to get another look at it, but I think the elbow of Castagnoli struck the top of the barricade.
Look at Moxley hurting. Here it is again. Watch this. Oh, you are right.
Yeah, that left arm of Castagnoli went hard into the barricade. A thunderous crash here in Glasgow.
Well, I tell you, John Moxley's greatest weapon, he has many, but it may be his refusal to concede an inch.
Right hands raining down from John Moxley. Repeated blows with Castagnoli. The strength once again coming into play. Back body drop attempted. Moxley looking for a sunset flip, but Claudio, what strength brings Moxley up? Uppercut. Moxley staggers back. High boot delivered into the jaw.
Oh, man.
Claudio answers back, one of his own. Duck underneath. Both men on the move. Both men go down.
That just shows you the exchange. During that exchange, how much these two men know each other. How much these two men respect each other. And what a fight we are having here tonight. But who is going to advance is the question. What a battle.
Moxley and Claudio return to their feet, fans. AEW is back in the Bluegrass Status Collision takes over Highland Heights, Kentucky on Saturday, October 3rd, the Truist Arena. And then Grand Slam France, just announced this past Monday. Our first trip to Paris coming up on Tuesday, October 6th. You can be part of history as AEW brings our action to France on that Tuesday night. And return to the Wolstein Center, Cleveland, Ohio. On Wednesday, October 14th, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The LJBM Coliseum on Saturday, October 24th, at Chaffetz Arena in St. Louis. All of that information and more, AEWTIX.com. Moxley goes down. Castagnoli still on his feet.
It is so hard to keep Claudio down because of not only his conditioning, but because of his overpowering strength. John Moxley has been pulling himself up a lot in this match. How much can he take?
Oh, Moxley ready for the uppercut. That time lands the cutter. And Tony, you mentioned before this match began, it was the uppercut of Castagnoli that was John Moxley's undoing. The last time these two men met, Moxley prepared with that backslide attempt into the cutter. Now looking for a Death Rider. Drop step by Castagnoli. He transitions over.
Oh, man.
Now cross. He's got the arm, the Fujiwara arm bar is cinched in. Moxley trying to pivot on his hip to make his way to the ropes. Now up to his knees, rolls through, does Moxley. Castagnoli maintains his grip and brings Moxley up to his feet by his neck. And
oh my God.
there's a giant swing around the neck, and now into a sleeper. Not a usual move in the repertoire of Claudio Castagnoli, but Tony, these were the surprises that we were talking about, that these two men who train so extensively together need to break out.
John is fighting a little hand fighting to get the break. I cannot see how John Moxley, how he got this advantage here. Look at this.
Oh, Castagnoli back, or excuse me, it's Moxley now that's reversed Castagnoli from the submission. I don't think Claudio realizes how close his feet were to the ropes, but Moxley, he transitions now looking for the cross arm breaker.
Yeah, Claudio, you're right. Claudio can just reach out because he's very tall, as we know, reach out with those legs.
And the grip strength of Claudio Castagnoli is as such that Moxley attempted to bite the hands, bite the knuckles of Claudio to strengthen out that arm. And now,
Oh my God,
Moxley is looking for a head and arm submission, as well as he attacks the grip of Castagnoli once again.
boy, this is not a match. This is a struggle. I mean, these two athletes.
Oh, but Claudio frees himself from the triangle and now has Moxley. The giant swing. Round and round goes Mox. And Claudio Castagnoli pouring it on the Continental Champion.
Moxley noticed he had his hands around his head, then he just had his arms dangling out back to the head. Let's see.
Claudio stepped through, looking for the sharpshooter, but instead Moxley countered with a pinfall attempt. Uppercut takes Moxley off his feet into a pinfall. Moxley able to kick out.
What an uppercut. And given to John Moxley to come back quickly from that giant swing. He's still wobbly, but he still has plenty of offense left. Or at least he did.
Oh, Claudio. The uppercut was so powerful that it knocked Moxley out of the ring. Perhaps Moxley's only saving grace in this match, in this tournament, Tony.
Claudio took one step out, as we saw. You can see the Continental Cup right above John Moxley.
As we mentioned, this is different from the group stage of the Continental Classic. It is single elimination in the Continental Challenge Cup. Win or go home. In a win in this match would punch a man's ticket to Wembley Stadium 4 days from now at All in London. Well, Moxley down Paul Turner, the referee, up to 8. 9. And Moxley in. Oh, damn! Vicious stomp on the leader of the Death Riders.
Well, the fans erupt on that one. They think this one's about over.
Oh, shit!
Claudio. Neutralizer! Covers leg hard. And no! Moxley barely escaped. But importantly for Moxley, he did escape.
Yes, he did. He's relentless, Excalibur. And I go back to where Moxley was on the floor. He looked up at the cup a couple of times. I don't know if that gave him motivation or what, but Moxley is still in this thing. How? I don't know.
Claudio pulling off the elbow sleeve. He's winding up that right arm. And Moxley dropped to his back. Not an elegant counter to the uppercut, but it worked, right? Claudio just pulled Moxley up by the back of his pants. He's got the arms off, but no. Instead, Moxley out to his feet. Shift.
Cover him here.
Moxley won. No!
First up! Goddamn!
His turn to deliver the stomp.
Oh, he's back up!
The double underhook once again. This time, Ryder
Damn it, Claudio!
floats over. Hooks the leg. And no!
It's not
Claudio kicks out Moxley immediately on the attack, following for a submission.
Tried 2 moves. His primary moves didn't work, and now he's trying to bulldog choke. But look at Claudio stand up.
Claudio carrying the weight of John Moxley, but now he's fading.
Damn it, Claudio's
Moxley
passing out! Fuck!
switches his grip using the left arm.
He got him! He got him, guys!
Can Claudio survive this, knowing the damage that was done to John Moxley's left arm earlier in this match?
He may be out.
Claudio goes out. John Moxley goes to Wembley.
Come on, man!
Your winner, advancing to the finals,
Damn it, John!
John!
You and that damn football throw!
Wow, an absolutely amazing confrontation. I think we expected it, but once you see it, you realize what these two men are made of.
And we now know the winner of Kyle O'Reilly and Nigel McGuinness will face John Moxley this Sunday at All in London live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. That other semifinal match is still to come tonight on Dynamite, but coming up next, a gargantuan trios match. The Don Callis family challenge the Rated R Superstar and the Young Bucks next.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Fall at Kohl's. I could stay here forever, or until they close at night. I've learned my lesson.
At Kohl's Friends and Family Sale, take 20% off finds to prep your home for fall. Plus, save on more at KohlsandKohls.com.
Other sausage brands use non-meat filler. That's just not good. Keep it real. Keep it juicy.
Wait, what? Always keep it clean with a laid-back flow. It's okay. They need to hear this.
If you're lonely, sad, and blue, the Whisper Man will come for you.
I remember the Whisper Man, and you caught him.
I did 30 years ago.
Anything else you're not telling us?
How is he killing again?
The Whisper Man. Rated R. Not a scratch.
What did you expect?
Switch to Verizon. Get one line on the Simplicity plan and iPhone 17 Pro today. And the latest iPhone every year. All for just $80 a month.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite, 4 days away from All in London.
Bringing out the stars.
The following trios contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 241 pounds, he's one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Rated R Superstar,
Tony, this next contest was originally meant to be an 8-person tag team match, but after what transpired 3 weeks ago at Grand Slam Mexico between Adam Cole and Christian Cage and the Young Bucks, Christian refused to team with Matt and Nick Jackson.
And I don't think that surprises anyone the way Christian Cage has approached this tag team match. Adam Copeland looks at it like, you know what? May the best team win.
And we heard Christian Cage said to Adam Copeland a few days ago to let him know that when he's done trusting the Young Bucks, because they have work to do this Sunday at All in London in defending their AEW World Tag Team Championship.
Joining him from Rancho Cucamonga, California, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
This Sunday at All in London, it will be a dream match of generations. The two potentially, debatably, best teams of their respective generations will meet in a tag team battle for the AEW World Tag Team Championship at Wembley Stadium. The Rated R superstar Adam Copeland, Christian Cage will put their titles on the line against three-time former champs, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
The Bucks have the most wins as a duo in AEW history with 130, and now, well, I don't think I need to say more.
And their opponents, the Machine Brian Cage, Jake Doyle, and Rocky Azúcar Romero.
The Don Callis family once again springing into action, attempting to spoil the party here tonight. This trios match just 4 days away from All in London. I'm sure Brian Cage, Rocky Romero, and Big Jake Doyle would love to disrupt that AEW World Tag Team Championship match this Sunday coming up.
And we got to see how the Young Bucks work together with Adam Copeland. You saw the medal around the chest of Brian Cage. Yes, he is Mr. Nevada.
Collar and elbow tie-up as Adam Copeland and Jake Doyle start things off for their respective sides. Doyle sends Copeland on the ropes, but Doyle not giving any ground.
And he wants Cope to do it again. Cope will not back down. I mean, we're taking a look at not only a great wrestler in Adam Copeland, we are taking a look at a legend. Fans, you know it as well as I do, the great success that Copeland has had in wrestling over the years. Wow, and I don't know if he can match the strength now of Jake Doyle.
There was a blind tag there by Matt Jackson. Matt Jackson to the fray. Doyle, double back elbow. We talked about the success, the career, the legacy of Adam Copeland, Christian Cage. Similar success as well, but can they galvanize that legacy against Matt and Nick Jackson? We will find out this Sunday at All in London. And you can join us on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Visit hbomax.com/AEW as the Young Bucks tag team perfection there. Trying to neutralize the size advantage that Doyle and Brian Cage have, and Rocky Romero into the fray. He's very familiar with the Young Bucks. Multiple tag team battles. RBG Vice and the Young Bucks in Japan. As now Jackson, a drop kick into the face of Brian Cage, and the Young Bucks once again standing tall.
Great teamwork. They know, of course, each other very, very well because obviously we said it so many times, they're brothers. But Rocky Romero has been so successful in many different promotions nationwide.
And he's been a huge, internationally, Tony, he's been a huge thorn in the side of the Young Bucks as Matt Jackson. Oh, wait a second, Brian Cage.
Wow, good attempt. Bad result. Nick hit hard that time.
And Brian Cage with the advantage as this trios contest continues. And
Greatness doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of endless drive. The will to push beyond all limits. And then push beyond yourself. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Lease the BMW X5 for $869 per month.
Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for looking from a window above, it's like a story of love.
Why me? I had opportunities my mama didn't.
And I wasn't gonna waste them.
Balancing life, work, and school was tough, but I'm tougher.
Level up with a nursing degree from Capella University. What can't you do?
Hi, I'm Sammy. Nice to meet you. Want one? No, I'm good. Those are actually my favorite ones. I eat those like every day. What's your major? Biology.
We do this like men. Fine. Like men.
I have a delivery here? Hey, you guys have fun.
When you love your dog like crazy, you make sure their food is delicious, just like yours. Caesar, love like crazy.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. Nick Jackson just countered Brian Cage from the vertical suplex. It has been all Don Callis family over the last few moments, Tony, but right now Nick Jackson showing some signs of life and a potential tag to either his brother Matt Jackson or the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland. Just inches away.
And the power of the Don Callis family has come through. Look at it right now. Wow. Brian Cage, what a man.
Nick Jackson showing his resilience. A knee strike to Jake Doyle. Super kick for Rocky Romero. Ducks underneath, but nobody in the corner for Nick Jackson. And Cage.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a second.
I thought he was going to lift him right out of the ring.
Instead, Brian Cage now positioning Nick Jackson awkwardly in the ropes, but instead brings him up fireman's carry from that middle rope. Dangerous territory for Nick Jackson. No. Counters into a hurricanrana.
I think he was going to set him up with an avalanche lung blower that time to drop him on the knees. It just seemed that way, but Nick, relentless.
And Nick Jackson makes, oh no, I thought he was going to make the tag to Matt Jackson, but Copeland tags himself in, sends Rocky Romero out to the floor. Doyle, legal on the other side for the Don Callis family, and the shoulder tackle finally brings down Jake Doyle.
It's reactionary for Nick to go to his brother, but I think right there, any tag helps out the team.
Right hands, back hands, now Doyle inadvertently takes out his own partners and gets flattened by the Rated R superstar.
Look at this, man. Jaw is set. You can see the expression. Watch out. Here it comes, Excalibur.
Lining up. Doyle for Spearman. Doyle, what a counter.
Oh, there it went.
Super kick. Intercepted. Leg sweep by Nick Jackson. Nick and Matt working in tandem. Brian Cage rocked by a pair of boots from Matt and Nick Jackson. Now Rocky Romero into the fray. And, whoa, they pulled up short on Copeland. Almost a rehash of what we saw in Mexico City a few weeks ago. Now, look at this, the roll up. Copeland able to kick out.
Oh, he barely kicked out. Right now, the Don Callis family's in control of this match. No doubt.
Rocky Romero sent in by Brian Cage. Now Jake Doyle sends Cage across the ring, and Doyle charges in on another body block in the corner.
Adam Copeland is in major trouble here, gentlemen.
I said the Don Callis family want to play spoilers for All in London coming up this Sunday. And if they take out the Rated R Superstar, Tony, they may do exactly that. A sliced bread from Rocky Romero, the cover. Leg is hooked too, and Copeland, though, able to kick out.
All three men hit Copeland. The latest, as you mentioned, Excalibur, the slice spread, but still Copeland is in this.
And Copeland, he had to do that one all on his own. Matt and Nick Jackson still recuperating on the outside, or at least they were. And out Doyle and Rocky Romero. Doyle went head first off of our announce desk. Brian Cage had his legs kicked out from under him.
Look at this.
And a big assist for Copeland by the men that will oppose him this Sunday on pay-per-view. Doyle sent down. Brian Cage sent down. Rocky Romero underneath. Romero. Double Hurricane Rana takes down Matt and Nick Jackson.
Great move, Rocky Romero. Great move. Oh, my.
Great move, but no. Preemptive celebration by Rocky Romero. The Young Bucks taking out Doyle and Cage on the floor, and that leaves the Rated R Superstar alone in the ring to deliver.
Who's still the legal man, by the way?
Here are your winners, the Young Bucks and AEW World Tag Team Champion, Adam Copeland!
Tony, it's interesting just how well these three men work together as a unit. But 4 days from now, at All In London, they will be on opposite sides, and the AEW World Tag Team Championship will be hanging in the balance.
Well, all three are professionals. All three look to win a match regardless of who is in there. And little jawing going on right now. Uh-oh.
Of course, there will be another individual in that match coming up this Sunday at Wembley Stadium. And it will be this man, Christian Cage, smugly striding to the ring with the AEW World Tag Team Championship title belt and the microphone in his hands.
If I'm Adam Copeland, I don't know how I feel about this.
Now that we got this love fest out of the way, Young Bucks, sit down and shut your mouths while I conduct my business. Now there's something you need to know, and it's that I do not associate with people that are beneath me. And as far as tag teams go, that's exactly what you are. Now don't get me wrong, there's no doubt how influential you've been over the course of your career, but there's a real difference between that and being legends like myself and Adam. The type of legends they name matches after. The type of legends they name pay-per-views after. And this Sunday at Wembley Stadium, with the tag team titles on the line, some people are calling it a dream match. It's just another day at the office for me. But you both are going to find out firsthand the difference between influence and legendary. Right, so they've named matches and they've even named pay-per-views after you guys. But let me ask you this question. Have they ever named a company after you? Legend? Last week, we accidentally super kicked you in your face. But if you keep running your mouth and talking down to us this week, it won't be an accident.
Ah! Who is you, Nick or Matt?
AEW World Championship title match, the Tag Team Championship title match. 4 times.
Ah! Oh no! Ah!
Super kick. Nick Jackson. did not want this to come to blows. That much is clear. But there will be nothing holding these men back this Sunday at All in London.
Cope's the only man standing right now. There, Christian gets to his feet.
Christian and Copeland, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, at least for now. What will be the story this Sunday at All in London when Matt and Nick Jackson challenge the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland and Christian Cage? But then still to come tonight, we will hear from Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, the #2 entrant in this Sunday's Casino Gauntlet match. And we will also hear from the #1 entrant, the AEW National Champion, Andrade El Idolo, tonight from Glasgow. Plus our main event, Swerve Strickland, Jungle Jack Perry, to cap off the action tonight in Glasgow. Plus the AEW Continental Challenge Cup semifinal round match. Who will face Jon Moxley this Sunday? Will it be Nigel McGuinness or Kyle O'Reilly? And this woman will put her AEW World Championship on the line this Sunday at All in London against her promotion. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, not again! Come on!
Seems to be a commotion in the back.
Bro!
It seems to be Mercedes Moné.
How many times you gonna keep laying her down, bro?
You will not be hearing from Willow tonight. Because Willow, this is your last Dynamite
What's
as
with the
champion,
finger?
sweetheart.
Yo, what's up with your fingernails,
That's right. I took away you speaking to your fans. I'm taking away this stupid hand.
Hand?
Not smiling so much now, huh? Because this Sunday, this is gonna be gone for good.
Bruh, what is you on, bruh?
It's gonna be gone for good.
What's up with your fingernails?
We need some medical attention for Willow Nightingale fans. We'll try to provide an update as Dynamite continues from Glasgow.
Come on, man.
Let's pretend my friend SJ here is a rare book dealer in Paris.
Starting live translation into French now.
I like this book.
You gonna keep attacking her
It's
like
my
this?
favorite book.
Well, I mean, we do want to lose it.
But I can't pay you premium price because the book is all marked up.
Payer le prix fort parce que le livre est tout annoté.
Oh, bon, madame, bon. Oh, merci beaucoup.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Rich, smooth, creamy Haagen-Dazs. Take your sweet time. That's Dazs.
So, I'll see you at the game, or maybe we could go together.
Hello, Cupcake. Hop in.
Mom, why do you have to pick me up in your cupcake van?
Because she's a busy lady, Zach.
That's why Progressive protects their commercial and personal vehicles, so she's got one less thing to worry about.
Wait a minute. Zach, is this the girl you've been journaling about?
Hey, should we play that song he wrote about her?
Way ahead of you.
What are these butterflies in my tummy? Why do they flutter when she looks my way?
I'm on row. I dropped 78 pounds on row. Confident again on row.
Lowest cost GLP-1 options on Ro, whether you're covered by insurance or not, including the FDA-approved pill for weight loss. Weight loss expertise I trust. My labs are better on Ro. I'm feeling better on Ro. I'm Greg Olson. This is me on Ro.
Want the fastest working GLP-1 for half the price? Ro now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, so you can see weight loss results faster. Lose 20% of your weight with the formula that hits not one, but 2 hormones for less hunger and faster results. Weight loss faster, confidence higher, price cheaper. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
Don Callis, I hope that you are well rested from your vacation because we are here. It is All In Week, and a lot of the members of the Don Callis family are in some high-stakes matches.
I'm back from Croatia and I'm feeling refreshed because at All In, whoever wins the world title match between Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega on the other side is going to have a surprise because you see, Mark Davis has drawn a number, and if that number gets called, he is going to settle his score with Andrade, and he is going to roll through this casino gauntlet match, and he is going to bring, with a little London luck, the world title to the Don Callis family. Right, big man? Right, big man?
Well, not now, but yeah.
Well, Tony, we know that the Casino Gauntlet match can end at any time. That's why those early entry spots are of the utmost importance. And this man, Andrade El Idolo, he'll be entering at number 1. But if Mark Davis gets into the match, if his number is called, that can most certainly complicate matters.
I'm telling you, Mark Davis is the type of man in this type of match that can prevail very, very quickly.
Andrade, let's bring in the...
Now, how did this happen?
The man that in his own mind never lost the AEW World Championship. He thinks that the results of MJF and Kenny Omega's match last month should have been thrown out after Will Ospreay got involved.
Cut my music, cut my music.
But MJF desperate to prove that he is the one true champion by winning the Casino Gauntlet match and then leaving absolutely no doubt.
It's great to be here in beautiful sunny Ireland. What? Scotland? What's the difference? You're all a bunch of alcoholic dork pieces of trash anyway. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Honestly. 1 second. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, where is Andrew El Idolo? And I'm here to inform you that I paid off a couple of gentlemen to, let's just say, warm him up before Wembley. So he's not here tonight. Sorry. But you know who is here tonight? None other than your one true champion. With a warped brain. No doubt.
It's some of the crowd more. That's good.
But let's face it, folks. Let's face it. It's not like what Andrew does is exactly revolutionary, okay? I could do what El Idolo does. Come out here wearing a t-shirt like a jabroni, check. That's easy. Come out here wearing fake jewelry. Whoops, 1 second. Check. Take a photo with a hot chick. Champ can do that. Although since we're in Scotland, finding a hot woman's pretty much impossible.
Well, I just saw you, bruh.
Hey! All right, cameraman. In the States, this is about a 4, but here in Scotland, that's a 10. Good enough for me. I'll take a photo with you, sweetheart. But before I do, last but not least, I have to say a really
I have one question.
Nigga, what?
How you know?
Who is she?
MJF wanted Andrade El Idolo.
Now, it's pretty clear that whoever Maxwell sent out that Andrade beat the hell out of to get back here.
And MJF should have had better help, but he wanted to take care of Andrade El Idolo. Andrade.
I'm winning the match. Because I'm the champ.
Andrade and MJF number 1 and 2 in the Casino Gauntlet match. This Sunday at All in London live on pay-per-view on HBO Max.
Each man holding up the belt. Andrade, the national champion. And of course, MJF, only a champion in his mind. He is not the true champion.
But Tony, if he wins the Casino Gauntlet match, MJF will be the top contender for the AEW World Championship. And he could potentially become AEW Men's World Champion once again. But the journey starts 4 days from now at Wembley Stadium and All in London.
Hello, Scotland! This is the biggest leap in AEW history with the highest of stakes. Stakes that I'm quite familiar with because I've wrestled Kenny Omega in a stadium. I've wrestled Will Ospreay in a stadium. I have wrestled for the world title in a stadium. I know how important that is. And as the first AEW champion, I understand how important that is. It's something every man and woman in AEW should want to be, including me. World champion again. And that's why I'm entering the Casino Gauntlet at All In for the chance to once again be AEW champion. But I wanted to make it a little more interesting. Get a little momentum heading into All In. That's why I spoke to Tony Khan. And this week on Collision, there's going to be a 6-man tag team match with Jericho, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Commander versus Tommaso Ciampa, Nick Wayne, and the member of that rat bastard Don Callis' family, Mark Davis. And it's going to happen right here in Glasgow!
Well, big news, Tony, not just Donkzilla Mark Davis drawing a number for the Casino Gauntlet match this Sunday. Jericho potentially in the fray as well.
Our first ever world champion in AEW.
This is a semi-final match in the AEW Continental Challenge Cup set for one fall. Introducing first from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, weighing 206 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly!
Kyle O'Reilly has had to go through 2 conglomeration members to reach the semifinals. Tonight, he has to go through a man with a bum leg. And that man happens to be Nigel McGuinness. And oh yeah, Kyle O'Reilly, master of the ankle lock.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking.
And we know Jon Moxley is waiting in the wings. This Sunday at the finals of the Continental Challenge Cup, the C3.
And his opponent from London, England, weighing 223 pounds, Nigel McGuinness!
The finals are within reach, but Nigel McGuinness must get through the violent artist, Kyle O'Reilly, to reach them. Let's go to Renee Paquette for this update.
Kyle O'Reilly told me, I know that it's Nigel McGuinness' dream to compete at Wembley Stadium, but I cannot let him squander this moment for me right now. Nigel McGuinness is basically a bird with a clipped wing, and if I have to break his ankle to make it to Wembley, then so be it.
Thank you for that, Renee. Nigel McGuinness, of course, injured in his first-round match with Katsuyori Shibata. Then 1 week ago at Dynamite, Nigel, and I think, Tony, we know him pretty well. He would admit it as well. Was lucky to have won that match against Hechicero in the quarterfinal rounds.
Yeah, and luck's a big part of being successful. You earn your own luck by putting yourself in position to get luck. And Nigel has done that throughout his career. He's one of the greatest technical wrestlers that we have ever seen. And the question is, goes back to what you're talking about, with the bad wheel, so to speak, how is he going to avoid Kyle O'Reilly?
The bell sounds, and this semifinal round match in the Continental Challenge Cup is underway. Nigel dropped toe hold, attempted, trying to bring O'Reilly down to the mat. Oh, instead changes direction, brings O'Reilly down to a seated position. Remember, this match in the Continental Challenge Cup, absolutely no outside interference, no time limit. There must be a winner, and that winner will face Jon Moxley this Sunday. Nigel anchoring O'Reilly in place. O'Reilly extends the hand. Nigel's unable to bring O'Reilly down to the mat. And that's a dangerous place to be. You mentioned Nigel's technical proficiency, Tony, but Kyle O'Reilly, among the most dangerous athletes in the AEW locker room when it comes to submission wrestling. Just ask finalist Jon Moxley, who tapped out not once but twice to Kyle O'Reilly's ankle lock.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly's the type of wrestler that really can dismantle you piece by piece. And he'll try to do that tonight. Every strike that Kyle O'Reilly hits you with has a destination. That destination usually is a great target and right on target.
Fans, we are in the midst of the biggest year of the week, or excuse me, biggest week of the year for AEW. It is All In Week, and this Saturday, 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max is the Collision, the final stop before All In London. Immediately following Collision will be the countdown to All In on TNT and HBO Max, and this Sunday, the buy-in starts at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, a special 2-hour preview for All In London, and then the big event, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. It's All In London from Wembley Stadium.
Biggest week of the year, like you said, Excalibur, and there's so much excitement building. Look, how about that?
A little bit of mix-up there, and the roll-up.
Boy, that is some savvy wrestling, and that has Kyle O'Reilly ticked off.
Not often that Kyle O'Reilly gets outfoxed that easily, but Nigel McGuinness had one up on O'Reilly. And O'Reilly throws the kick. We saw how Nigel reacted last week in the match with Hechicero when Hechicero was targeting Nigel's ankle. Nigel went after the mask of Hechicero. Now, instead, Nigel cross chops on the throat, attacking the windpipe, and then the headbutt. Nigel back. Oh, Nigel went for the headbutt once again, but front guillotine by Kyle O'Reilly. Nigel frees himself, wrenches the arm of O'Reilly, and O'Reilly once again attacks the leg, and now rapid fire shots. Leg swept out, and Nigel immediately comes up clutching that left ankle.
Man, Kyle O'Reilly hit him with everything that time.
And Nigel, he was trying to get out of the ring to evade Kyle O'Reilly, but O'Reilly a step ahead of McGuinness. And now Nigel, you can see very clearly hobbling on that left leg.
These two men are one victory away from Wembley.
Victory away from Jon Moxley, who will advance to the Continental Challenge Cup Finals. Will it be Nigel McGuinness? Will it be Kyle O'Reilly? We will find out tonight.
Two very different paths ahead. Tonight, we turn to Abdul El Sayed and what his election could mean for Michigan.
2 years into the new term, and Washington's spending has never been higher.
Inflation continues to climb, and across Michigan, families are sinking deeper into credit card debt.
Massive government regulations pass as layoffs begin and workers struggle, and a complete government takeover of healthcare as socialism becomes a reality.
Abdul El Sayed. Extreme ideas that will cost you more. Abdul El Sayed grew up as Michigan as you get.
Parents worked the auto industry, football, U of M, became a doctor to help people.
He rebuilt the health department after the politicians tore it down.
Got rid of millions of dollars of medical debt.
Got thousands of blessed kids, including me.
Abdul has the guts to take all of them on and represent the working class.
This campaign will take on the powerful with 3 simple ideas. Money out of politics, money in your pocket, and Medicare for all.
You gotta respect Abdul because he beat the machine.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Off they go, spreading capability across America.
Great deals, great trucks.
Great time to buy. And J.D. Power says Ford is now #1 in new vehicle quality.
All the hauling and towing they'll do. Wish I could go with them.
Sure looks like fun.
But the deals end soon. Better hurry.
Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus $500 final days bonus cash.
Okay, start off with the glasses on. Okay, my name is Mr. Larry. On my way to work one day, I was in a car accident. I had insurance, but the bills kept coming. I was in thousands of dollars of debt. I get a letter in the mail, and the next thing I know, my debt was cleared. Abdul fought for a program to cancel medical debt, and he won. That helped a lot of people, and it helped me for sure. He's a good man. He's kind-hearted. I can't wait to see what he does in Washington.
I'm Abdul Al-Sayed, and I approve this message.
Did you know that 80% of dogs show signs of dental disease by age 3?
What can I do about it?
Annual professional cleanings are key, but greenies support the 4 areas vets check most.
Right.
Plaque, tartar, gums, and breath.
Wow, he's loving his greenies.
Shop greens at PetSmart today.
The last semifinal round match in the Continental Challenge Cup. Who will face Jon Moxley this Sunday at All in London? Will it be Nigel McGuinness, or, as it seems increasingly likely, will it be Kyle O'Reilly? Nigel McGuinness coming into this match on one leg, the injury to the ankle, and now look at this, attacking the leg of Kyle O'Reilly, trying to fight his way out of it. Tony, we've seen Nigel, I'm not sure if it's inspiration or desperation, but he's been coming up with some inventive counters to Kyle O'Reilly, unexpected counters.
Yeah, he knows where the openings are before they appear. That's how great of a technician he is. Look at this.
And Nigel, he's been attacking not just the ankle, as we saw a few moments ago, but the left arm of Kyle O'Reilly. We saw Jon Moxley leave his semifinal round match potentially with an arm injury. And that will be something that bears monitoring as the tournament, as the culmination of the tournament approaches this Sunday, 4 days away in Wembley Stadium. Nigel, again, looking for the London Dungeon, but O'Reilly, good submission defense, scooting around, and now an up kick from O'Reilly. Nigel coming off. O'Reilly ready for it. Solid knee strike to the chest of McGuinness. And now O'Reilly on the move, looking for the PK. Oh, man. Nigel, wait a second, cover here, lateral press. Nigel, I think for a moment, Kyle O'Reilly looking for the cross arm break here. Nigel, for a moment, just by instinct, I think put his foot up to intercept the PK, but that's how he injured that ankle in the match with Katsuyori Shibata in the first round, Tony.
Yeah, put the foot up, they collided, and of course the ankle, we didn't think that Nigel could compete after the first round. We thought, just like Eddie.
Oh, wait a second, the roll through.
This is it.
Beginning of the end for Nigel McGuinness.
Better make it quickly, good job.
O'Reilly had that ankle in his grip. Oh, and a stomp. I think the only lucky thing for Nigel McGuinness, that was a stomp. It looked to me more on the calf than on the ankle or the Achilles.
Well, the fans were booing Kyle that time for the stomp of the leg, but you do what it takes to try to win a match. I agree with that. Oh, look at that. Nigel is just amazing what he can do in the ring.
Oh, wait a second. Tower London off the ropes with O'Reilly. He's ready for it. A sleeper from Kyle O'Reilly. And just a chop block to the back of that injured left leg. And now O'Reilly transitions, looking for a sleeper. Here he doesn't have to attack the ankle, Tony, to put Nigel McGuinness out. But Nigel separates the grip, rolls back. This is how he beat Shibata. But O'Reilly picks out. Shoot. No, counter by Kyle. And oh no, Kyle now this time with the counter, pinning predicament, and Nigel a narrow escape.
Wow. Man, with Nigel, there's muscle memory in there you just simply cannot erase. The way he counters, the way he moves in the ring. But every time, and rightfully so, Kyle just comes right back to the ankle.
Now, elbows being exchanged, center of the ring. The only previous encounter between these two men, so stylistically similar, was 2 years ago at All In London when both men entered the Casino Gauntlet match. You could see the eye of Kyle O'Reilly dinged up from the strikes of Nigel McGuinness, but ducks underneath, rolls through one, two, Nigel kicks out. No, Nigel rolls up Kyle one. Oh, but O'Reilly transitions.
Look at that, O'Reilly.
The arm captured as Kyle O'Reilly. You see that mouse underneath the right eye of Kyle O'Reilly. Nigel leaving everything he has in the ring, but oh, wait a second, now transitions. Now it's Nigel's turn to punish O'Reilly. You saw O'Reilly immediately get that grip from off his eye, off his orbital bone, and Nigel now floats through. Got O'Reilly flattened out.
Great wrestling, great counter wrestling by both men. This is amazing what we're watching.
And, oh, now O'Reilly attacking the ankle. But Nigel counters. O'Reilly attempts to float through. Does so, and into the ankle lock. Almost like a single leg crab, but with the ankle attacked.
Yeah, it appeared that Kyle was underneath the ropes, but he quickly pivoted.
And Nigel desperately pawing at the ropes. Can he make it, or will he tap? He is on the verge now to the bottom rope. Referee Aubrey Edwards breaks the hold.
It was a big moment in the match, Excalibur. It could have been the end, like you said, but Nigel survived to continue.
O'Reilly McGuinness up to a vertical position. And Nigel, those uppercuts rocking the jaw of O'Reilly. O'Reilly changes tack, attacks the body, attacks the leg. Nigel, side headlock to the rope shoulder. Oh, I think both men might have blocked. Nigel comes back, a thunderous lariat. 2, 3, no, O'Reilly. Still alive in the match, still alive in the tournament.
The thunderous lariat was preempted, or pushed, I should say, by the left skeleton on the left side, one of his premier moves.
Now Nigel into the London dungeon, attacking that arm of Kyle O'Reilly. Can Kyle O'Reilly endure that?
What the? Oh! Hey, what? Huh? How?
Advancing to the finals.
He tapped out over there? Are you, what?
Tony, I would call this a Cinderella story, but Cinderella had 2 functional legs and 2 glass slippers. Nigel McGuinness somehow defeats Kyle O'Reilly and punches his ticket to Wembley Stadium this Sunday.
Damn, Kyle, how you let him tap out like that?
Disappointed Kyle O'Reilly.
Damn, Kyle, how you tap out like that?
Nigel McGuinness.
That's
Man,
crazy.
still to come tonight, our main event, Jungle Jack.
This man tapped out over a heartbreaker.
But how about this trios match coming up next? Divine Dominion and Persephone challenge the Brawling Birds and Maya World.
When it comes to your morning,
As we get you out the door on this Monday.
your day,
High pressure quickly building in overnight.
Showers and thunderstorms are getting very close.
and your weekend plans,
Beautiful blue skies.
count on forewarned weather.
At Boar's Head, we've been going back to school for over 115 years. And this year, every school lunch is reason to celebrate with the flavors your kids love and the exceptional quality you expect. Helping you make school lunch fresh, easy, and delicious. Ring the bell. The deli is open. Boar's Head, committed to craft since 1905.
Moderate to severe eczema with that unbearable itch. When it's uncontrolled despite topical treatment, relieve itch fast with clearer skin that lasts. Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key symptoms of eczema. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvio today.
I just remembered what my therapist said. What did you need when you were his age? So I take a breath. And I grow. He doesn't need me to remind him to box out or shoot more or tell him what his coach should have done. Nope.
You hungry?
Yeah.
He just needs some food.
Let's do it. They're getting paid $5 to beta test Domino's new app, and so is she. And them. Literally all of you can now get paid just for ordering pizza. Get $5 to use on next week's order when you beta test the new app from Dom.
Minnows.
We're not just numbers people. We're people. So while Ben embarks on his second act, we'll keep everything afloat.
Sube el tempo, el ritmo del batido. Si calienta con hielo, lo enfrío. Pasa el filtro, que salida. Llévame somos conectados. Estamos easy en la pista, nos vimos. Como suena ese beat, nos subimos. Turn it up, make it loud. Mi beat está ancho, bátelo, gózalo, enciéndelo, pásalo, agítalo.
Turn up the flavor in every sip. Café Bustelo.
Going once, going twice. Sold. Congratulations, sir. That is a new record.
You realize a JPEG doesn't count as a financial plan, right?
Maybe. I mean, yes. No.
PNC Bank believes a little boring advice goes a long way.
Don, you were pretty confident in your strategy to keep the international title in the family, but with what we saw last week between Kyle and Kazuchika Okada, do you still feel like that's the best plan?
What you saw, I mean, Renee, what are you going to believe? Me or your lying eyes? Here's the deal. There's always competition amongst alpha athletes. But at the end of the day, what I expect from this family is you run the play as called. Right, Kyle?
Kyle, what's your opinion?
Look, I said it last week. I trust Don. I trust this man with all my heart. I owe so much to him. So I am absolutely 100% willing to run the play at All In. I think the question then becomes, is Okada willing to?
Kyle, the most important thing is family. You can trust me.
I can trust you? I can trust you to do what exactly? Because I got jumped from behind by Takeshita last week, and you, surprise, surprise, were nowhere to be seen. So I can trust you to do what?
See? You're always thinking about yourself. Family, Kyle. Family.
The tension within the Don Callis family palpable as the three-way match for the AEW International Championship is just 4 days away. Kyle Fletcher, Kazuchika Okada, and Konosuke Takeshita.
The following trio contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from El Paso, Texas, she is the CMLL World Women's Champion,
Persephone has very quickly established herself as a massive threat here in AEW, Tony. And she is going to have two incredibly imposing teammates in this trios contest.
Yeah, the most dominant women's
Our
tag
divine dominion extends from the heavens to the underworld.
Now rise, as your tag team champions enter the arena. And when you stand before us, we will bow down.
Joining her, they are the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Megan Payne and Lita Cross, the Divine Dominion.
They have been akin to an overwhelming force of nature since Lena Cross and Megan Payne set their sights on the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. And this Sunday at All In London, potentially facing their toughest test yet in the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. The Birds are going to have the hometown advantage, Tony. But Megan Payne and Lena Cross, I would say, are going to have the physical advantage.
Yeah, it's pretty apparent. Take a look at the size of these two ladies. the demeanor. No women's tag team in AEW has ever gotten off to a better start than their 16-0-1 record.
Speaking of fantastic champions, the It Girl.
TBS champion, Maya World, and Alex Winter of Jamie Hager, the Brawling Birds.
As I mentioned, Tony, the Brawling Birds will be challenging for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship this Sunday at Wembley Stadium, all in London. Maya World, the TBS champion. Unfortunately for her, she came up short against Willow Nightingale this past Saturday at Collision, but she still remains one of the hottest rising stars in the sport today.
No doubt what Maya World has brought into AEW. A lot of confidence, a lot of excitement. Speaking of excitement, can you get any more exciting than what the Brawling Birds bring to the ring? These two women who just love to fight, among other things.
Megan Bayne starting things out for her side. The TBS champion, Maya World, starting things out for hers. Collar and elbow tie-up. A battle that Maya is unlikely to win anytime soon against Megan Bayne.
Yeah, just look at the size difference. Drop step that time by Maya. Try to get any... Oh, jeez. Gets shoved off again. And Maya's not going to win that shoulder tackle competition.
Maya World not only giving up size to Megan Bayne, but giving up experience as well. But yeah, Maya has shown that has not been a defining factor, a decisive factor in her battles. Picking up the win over Hikaru Shida to win the TBS championship. I think just about everybody counted Maya World out except for Maya World.
Yeah, sometimes you draw to that. Sometimes it makes you a stronger person, a stronger athlete when no one believes you.
Yeah. Lean across, repeated shots to the midsection of Maya World. Quick tag out to Persephone. And Persephone. Open-handed shot to Maya World and the running back elbow.
A little taunting going on. How about that?
The more I think about it, Tony, this is an extremely formidable trio, and Persephone and Divine Dominion. But speaking of formidable, in comes Alex Windsor, the waist lock. Persephone reverses. Brawling Birds, they've had their eyes on the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships for quite a while, and now find themselves just 4 days away from a huge opportunity in Wembley Stadium. A kick from Jamie Hayter.
As soon as the Brawling Birds get in, the pace of the match quickens, gets more physical.
Yeah, Tony, we talked about the strength of the champions, Divine Dominion, but Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, they hit like a ton of bricks as well.
They do. Oh, look at that.
The loss for Maya World, courtesy of Jamie Hayter and Windsor, and now tandem suplex on Persephone.
I like the work into this trios team. You can tell. I mean, they've never worked together before, but they seem very seamless right now.
From the middle rope, Maya World, the moonsault. Jamie Hayter, the cover. Shoot. Persephone able to kick out as this trios contest continues on Dynamite from Glasgow, Scotland.
Oof. Your toe looks like a diseased potato. That is your toe, right? Good thing you have Amazon Health AI. It took one look at that dodgy digit of yours and got you some much-needed help. Fast.
Yeah, that needs fast help.
Oh, man. Hope you didn't promise him a walk.
The fan-favorite pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger is back at Wendy's. Stacked with beer cheese, crispy onions, and a soft pretzel bun.
Nice buns, mate.
Who fancy the song?
It's kind of like a pub on a bun, a pretzel bun.
She's the boy of A-City, she's the boy of
The
Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Back for a limited time at Wendy's.
Good night, apartment. Good night, pots. Good night, pans. Good night, fancy espresso machine. Good night, keys to the sports car you spent years saving for. Good night, DSLR camera, vintage diving watch, and whatever that is. Apparently he knows. And good night, concerns about your stuff or anything that might happen to it, because you bundled your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. The end. Oh, and good night, neighbor's dog. Good girl.
Oh, hey, Cole's mom. Remember, no direct eye contact.
Two, please.
Make that 3 with the Capital One Saver card. You earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment. 3% cash back on salty, 3% cash back on sweet. You know this movie's 3 hours, right?
Good call.
Are you in this one?
Yeah, I'm in this one. Get your tentacles off my 3% cash back. Oh, perfect delivery. Oh, what's in your wallet?
I got one question for you. What are those?
It's cute. I wish I could do that.
Hey, how much you pay for that taco?
Hey, yo, you know this, boy. He's got his free taco.
All in London, where Divine Dominion will put his World Tag Team Championship on the line against the Brawling Birds, and one half of the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter, Tony, has been singled out for the last few minutes.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter is going to go into Wembley in a matter of 4 days with a little less spark because she's been beaten up here.
Pumpkin from Lena Cross, and one from Megan Payne as well. Hayter, the release German suplex, high stack by Megan Bain, and in comes Alex Windsor to break things up. And Lena Cross just blew right past referee Stephon Smith. He seems to be losing control of this one, Tony.
Yeah, I'd love to see Jamie Hayter fight back now. Let's see what she's got. Right now, the Brawling Birds here at Excalibur slugging it out, getting the advantage.
Hayter and Windsor on the move. Bain takes down Windsor, but Jamie Hayter takes down Lena Cross, and now Megan Bain lining up Jamie Hayter. A defiant scream, and both women swinging for the fences.
Big collision in the middle. Fans love it here in Glasgow. And you see My World wants to tag in.
And across the ring, Persephone extending her arm to Megan Bain. My World. Maya trying to urge on Jamie Hayter.
Yes, sir.
Tag made in the opposite side as well. My World leaves her feet twice in quick succession, brings Persephone down. The bypass into the ropes. He has, and Persephone on the receiving end of a quick combination from My World. Now the It Girl coming off with a leg drop on 2. And My World very nearly caught Persephone there, Tony.
She is explosive and feeling right now. And obviously, Jamie Hayter, as you can see, has...
Looking for this bridging suplex is My World, but in comes Megan Bain. Nope. No. My World attempting to cause a door into a stunner. Megan Bain cut off. Lena Cross.
Oh, my God.
But in comes Alex Windsor. A spear from Persephone. But Jamie Hayter underneath. Back breaker. But Hayter not out of the woods yet. Megan Bain brings down one half of this Sunday's challengers. Turns her focus back to My World. Now, perhaps a little divine retribution. No. German suplexes by the Brawling Birds. Persephone from the top drop kick.
Excalibur, we are seeing some great action. And the fans love every bit of this.
Oh, Persephone. Lariat takes the TBS champion off her feet.
You don't deserve to be TBS champ.
You heard that? Persephone thinks Maya does not deserve to be TBS champion. Persephone. Now look at, wait a second, no, Maya escapes to her feet, sends Persephone into the ropes. Maya comes off the middle with a stunner. Cover two, no! The champions, the EW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Divine Dominion, pulling the TBS champion out to the floor.
It was unfortunate positioning that time for Maya, too close to the edge, easily pulled out by the Divine Dominion.
Radiator diving crossbody caught by the champion, wins in the pinnacle senton.
You can tell when the Divine Dominion caught Jamie Hayter, they had no idea where to put it.
Now things breaking down between champions and challengers. It was a Persephone. Oh, Persephone!
Oh, shit! The Divine Dominion and Rolling Birds fighting out towards the entryway. They may fight all the way to Wembley. And it looks like that Maya is out, and it looks like this match is going to end.
Persephone from the top, Paso Zone, the frog splash, and the win.
That was big.
Here are your winners, Persephone and the AEW World Tag Team Champion, Dominion.
Fans, let's take you back to 1 week ago. Tragic circumstances for Darby Allin, the pyro going off in his face ahead of his Falls Count Anywhere match for the TNT Championship with Kevin Knight this Sunday.
Everybody has been questioning the jab. Tonight I got answers, especially for Darby Allin. Let's talk face to face. Before you make your way down this ring, I need you to prove to me that you ain't got no weapons on you.
What the hell? Either that was the luckiest pyro malfunction of Kevin Knight's life.
Oh my God, Darby is totally defenseless right now.
Oh my goodness! Kevin Knight may have put Darby Allin back in the hospital.
Stephen Borton right there, that's his son Sting. For those that don't know.
You get caught up in them crosshairs. Big boys playing. He wasn't ready for it anyway.
Last night, you drank vodka, you texted your ex, you danced on a bar. You should feel terrible, but you don't, because you didn't actually do any of those things. You were drinking RK, the world's first zero-proof spirit that tastes like the real thing. All the flavor, all the burn, none of the bad decisions. Zero alcohol, 0 calories, 0 regrets. Just you feeling great and making memories you'll actually remember. RK, drink differently.
Cute. I wish I could clean it, but...
Look at all those chickens.
You know this, boy, he's got his free taco.
Children are disappearing.
Any connection between them?
Have you heard of the Whisper Man?
It's okay. They need to hear this. It's okay. They need to hear this. They need to hear this. They need to hear this.
The Whisper Man, rated R.
Not a scratch.
What do you expect?
Switch to Verizon. Get one line on the Simplicity plan and iPhone 17 Pro today. And the latest iPhone every year. All for just $80 a month.
Your toe looks like a diseased potato. That is your toe, right? Good thing you have Amazon Health AI. It took one look at that dodgy digit of yours and got you some much-needed help. Fast.
Yeah, that needs fast help.
Oh man, hope you didn't promise him a walk.
I'll take it. Oh, were you gonna take it too?
It's main event time here on Dynamite.
Hey, Mom.
I guess we're doing Swerve versus Jack now.
Your Dynamite main event is set for one more. Introducing first, accompanied by Prince Nana from Tacoma, Washington, weighing 240 pounds, Swerve Strickland.
The former AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland, who as of late, Tony, seems to have his eyes on the AEW World Trios Championship, but also has his eyes on settling scores with Bandito, Brody King, and of course Hangman Adam Page.
When you are as successful as Swerve Strickland has been, you are going to have problems with athletes. Of course, the problems that he has with Hangman Adam Page, long and well documented.
Fans, before we turn our attention to our main event, you are watching AEW on TBS, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle home, auto, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
And we're having a lot of fun here in Glasgow, Excalibur, and on Sunday, our biggest event of the year, and we can't wait to get there, but let's see what this match has to offer. It could get very, very violent.
And his opponent, from Los Angeles, California, weighing 190 pounds, Jungle Jack Perry.
2 weeks ago, after Jack Perry's first-round loss to Jon Moxley in the Continental Challenge Cup, Jack was saying that despite the setback, he felt better than ever, and he was going to set his sights on the AEW World Championship. But Swerve Strickland interrupted Jack, telling him that he lacks the killer instinct required to become champion. And Jack, on a mission tonight to prove to Swerve that he can walk amongst killers, he being Jack Perry.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't too long ago that Swerve Strickland said the same thing to Kevin Knight. It inspired Kevin Knight to go on to become the TNT champion, a title that Jack Perry held for 146 days back in 2024. As we're very impressed with the fans game behind Jack. All right, what a main event, man.
Bell sounds, main event is underway. And Swerve mocking this raucous crowd here in Glasgow for their support of Jungle Jack Perry.
Swerve saying, I hear it, man. You got it behind you.
Swerve put his hands behind his back, offering his chin to Jack Perry. Jack takes a side headlock.
Yeah, how about that? I thought he would flip him right in the face. Snatch the side headlock.
Swerve.
Oh, man.
Absorbed the contact and redirected that shoulder tackle, sending Perry down to the mat.
You know, we had said it before. If the Swerve came back from injury, I thought he looked stronger and in better shape than ever.
Swerve trying to undermine the confidence of Jack Perry. Jack will poke to the eyes. And now Perry on the move, shoulder tackle, set, Swerve reeling.
Swerve had said it, Statler. He said, listen, you're not on my level. And I think Jack took exception to that.
Jack Perry vaults over Swerve Strickland, steps up, takes Strickland down. Struck Jack with that lariat. Fans, we've had a fantastic time here in Glasgow. The action continues this Saturday night, 8/7 Central on TNT, HBO Max. Collision, the final stop before All In London. Immediately following Collision, the countdown to All In, and then the buy-in starts this Sunday. Special 2-hour buy-in this Sunday, 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time, and then All In London live on pay-per-view on HBO Max, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Just 4 days away this Sunday from Wembley Stadium. You can visit hbomax.com/AEW to join us on pay-per-view for our biggest event of the calendar year.
Those are some heavy hands from Swerve, man. He is slugging the side of the head of Jack Perry. He is laying him in.
A hammer throw sent Perry into the corner, but Jack Banderas elevates Swerve over the top, and a body blow from Strickland, slowing down Jack Perry. Perry kicks the legs, frees himself from the grip of Strickland. Now Jack Perry on the move. What does he have in mind? Over the top, looking for a powerbomb on the floor. Swerve clinging on to the middle rope. And oh man, Swerve delivers a stomp square on the chest of Jack Perry.
Swerve not only showing great strength, but great balance to prevent from going on the floor that time.
Low drop kick sends Swerve crashing down. Jack Perry from the middle turn, buckle, no, Swerve once again using his power and oh my God, into the post and off the steps. Jack Perry goes down and Swerve Strickland stands tall.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Off they go, spreading capability across America.
Great deals, great trucks.
Great time to buy. And JD Power says Ford is now #1 in new vehicle quality.
All the hauling and towing they'll do. Wish I could go with them.
Sure looks like fun.
But the deals end soon. Better hurry.
Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus $500 final days bonus cash.
Hi, I'm Sammy. Nice to meet you. Want one? No, I'm good. Those are actually my favorite ones. I eat those like every day. Okay, what's your major?
You trained all day. Your workout is over, but your night doesn't have to be. Arcade lets you celebrate, recover, and still show up strong tomorrow. Because champions don't train with hangovers. Champions train differently. Arcade is the world's first zero-proof spirit that tastes like the real thing. All the burn, none of the hangover. Zero alcohol, 0 calories, 0 guilt. Train hard, celebrate smart. Arcade, drink differently.
In a world where people may miss a warning signal from their body, one person is on a mission.
Hello?
Okay, 2 people are spreading the word.
People with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes. Our kidneys could be sending out an SOS about increased risk like heart attack or stroke. Ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR and join our mission.
AEW Dynamite back from Glasgow, Scotland, all in London, just 4 days away. But right now, Swerve Strickland taking on Jungle Jack Perry in our main event. Swerve said Jack Perry lacks the killer instinct to become AEW World Champion. And thus far, Tony Swerve appears to be proving his point.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of showboating here right now, but he knows he's in control of the match, and he knows he can do it. Look, Jack Perry cannot even get on his feet.
Swerve bringing Perry up. Powerbomb. No, perhaps. Instead. Oh, whoa. Attacking the shoulders, the arms of Jack Perry. Really punishing Jack with this submission hold. You see Jack trying to free his left hand, doing everything he can. No, he's reaching for the ropes instead. A hair's breadth away. Swerve trying to rehook that arm. He does. Now Perry frees the right arm. Elbows to the back of the head of Strickland. Jack, wow.
Great counter move, Jack Perry.
Flash of brilliance from Jack Perry, who now sliding.
Oh, he's caught.
Swerve intercepts. And now Swerve looking for big pressure maybe on the floor, but Jack Perry instead off the apron of the ring, and Swerve goes down hard.
Swerve's just trying to roll out of the way right now. Boy, Jack Perry, a surge of energy, a second wind, if you will. And he's not done here, so here he goes.
And Jack between the second and third rope. Now Jack Perry once again turning on the jets, and there's the tope suicida. Swerve, though, still stayed on his feet. Jack Perry is gonna make it three over the top and takes down Strickland.
Swerve was trying to get in the ring that time, but Jack one step ahead. Look at this.
Perry not done yet. Oh, moonsault from Jungle Jack Perry.
Putting it all on the line. High-risk maneuvers, high-risk moves by both men, but especially here Jack Perry.
And that thumping, that was Prince Nana pounding on the steel steps, trying to urge on his man, Swerve Strickland, but Jack Perry has retaken the advantage in this match. And Perry now trying to find his footing on the top rope, but wasting too much time. Swerve Strickland.
Finding his footing was the right call there, Excalibur. He couldn't find it.
Swerve vaults off back into the ring. Jack Perry. Moonsault lands on his feet behind Strickland, and a DDT from Perry. 1, 2, no. Necessity, the mother of invention for Jack Perry. I'm not sure that's what he intended, Tony, but that DDT almost paid huge dividends.
It just shows the athletic ability of Jack, combined with this great attitude he has had throughout his career here in AEW.
Oh, whew, you could hear that one. Chop to the chest, but Perry absorbed the contact. Offering himself up to the former world champion, Swerve Strickland. Oh, Swerve changes levels, buckles the knee. Now looking for the house call. No, Perry rolls through. Perry, thrust kick. Caught Swerve flush on the jaw. Jack Perry looking for the knee. Oh! Strickland wipes out Jack Perry.
Combine that with the fact that Jack was rushing out of the corner. What a house call that was.
Swerve, stop! Oh, no, Perry! Rolls through, snap trap, center of the ring!
Oh, he's got it! That's to the women's thing!
Swerve Strickland on the verge of tapping out! What a counter by Jack Perry on the Swerve stop! Can he submit? Can he force Swerve Strickland to submit? Swerve wrenching at the fingers of Perry.
Yeah, it's working here, Excalibur. It's worked. Oh, yeah, it worked. No.
Oh, Jack still with the legs hooked. Rolls over, pinning predicament. Swerve. Pump those powerful legs, able to kick out. Jack went for the knee strike. Swerve rolls through, maintains control of the head of Jack Perry. Perry counters. Hurricane Rana. 2
Remsburg was right there. Wow, what a match we're having.
Harry, the back elbow from the middle rope, hops backwards. Was attempting perhaps a poison rana, but instead swerved. No, Jack. The Cazadora blocked. Swerve. A handful of hair trying to bring Perry up from the mat. He does. He hooks. Jack. Big pressure. And Swerve scores the win.
Man, Swerve had to fight through that.
And Swerve seeming to tell Jack Perry, you were an inch away, half a heartbeat away from beating me, but you didn't. And Swerve, despite the impressive effort by Jack Perry, your winner tonight in our Dynamite main event here in Glasgow.
Yeah, Jack Perry hanging with the former world champion here tonight. Speaking of world championship,
this Sunday, less than 4 days away, our main event will be Kenny Omega putting the AEW World Championship on the line against Will Ospreay. An emotionally charged battle for the richest prize in our sport. This Sunday, all in London on pay-per-view. Let's take a look at the preparations of the champion and the challenger.
This is real talk, man. I'm a hero. I'm your hero, huh? A 10-year chase to try and be just as good as you. You've never been in that as anything more. You've never seen me as your equal. For all the people that are going to watch me at the Tokyo Dome and watching you just not quite ready to grab that torch yet. You came into New Japan and you tore apart my life in front of so many people that I worked so hard in front of, man. Well, look in the mirror and look what I've done to you. You showed me no mercy, you showed no remorse.
And how is that so much more different from when you disrespected me?
Kenny Omega! Remember me! I'm the guy you left covered in my own blood at the Tokyo Dome. I'm back for revenge! Has gone by, and I still think about that night. That victory meant nothing. This is the biggest night of my life. Wembley Stadium, in front of my family, in front of my wife, in front of my mum, in front of my kids.
There's a lot riding on this. Not just for you, but for me. For your countrymen. From all your friends, all your family. You're gonna fail again.
I have to be better than you. I have to do it away from Don Callis. I have to do it away from the Death Riders. I have to do it by myself. And I know I can do it because it's been a 10-year chase. until I beat you.
To prove that I'm still the best. To prove that I'm still the true champion.
And I'm going to do it with honor. I'm going to do it with pride. And I'm going to do it when it matters the most.
That's a build-up. There you go. So that should answer Bobby Monsoon's question. So when he said there's no vignette or give you the history, you go ahead and look that up. So shout out to Tony Khan for that. I'm probably gonna do a reaction video to Swerve versus Jack Perry because I ain't gonna lie, that match put me to sleep. I didn't totally fall asleep, but I couldn't stay awake. But however, All In this Sunday, Collision this Saturday, Ring of Honor this Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know if I'm gonna go live to watch Ring of Honor. I'm probably, if I don't give y'all an announcement, I'm probably not gonna watch it. But if I do decide to watch it, I'll let you guys know. I probably won't start watching Ring of Honor until next week because this is a busy week for me. So, but I'll let you guys know. But shout out to Dynamite. Scotland went crazy. Tonight was straightforward, I ain't gonna lie. So, I wonder if we're gonna see Maya World versus Penelope Persephone at All In for the TBS title. I don't know. They said they're gonna add another match, so add another match. Get it out the way. But yep. But that's Dynamite for you guys. Like I said, I'll let you guys know if I'm gonna go watch Ring of Honor tomorrow. But we'll see. All right. So. Y'all get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. And I'll see y'all for Collision this Saturday. And I'll let you guys know about Ring of Honor, all right? Y'all have a good night.